industry. But what is 2024 looking like? To find out more, I'm going to talk now to an expert in the area, travel writer and journalist Owen Corry. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the Wild Atlantic Way, which has become a phenomenal success and has drawn tourists from around the world.
The Wild Atlantic Way is the heart of our entire success story in tourism. We're now in the Champions League of European tourism, thanks to the Wild Atlantic Way. Part of it was that it was building on an existing image that Ireland had. A lot of the imagery going back over decades is built on that high cliff, the Atlantic coming in, those amazing skies. It does, for international tourism, it's just short of 40% of all the tourists coming to the island are coming to the Wild Atlantic Way. It didn't take a lot of investment. We didn't have a lot of money at the time. We were coming out of recession. So putting up a few road signs, all of that was where it started. It started small. And then we saw the businesses, the cafes, the other things building out of that.
What about the central part of the country? Has it been overlooked in the tourism offering?
The problem with the regions in Ireland is that it's quite uneven. You get nearly 40% of international tourists coming to the Wild Atlantic Way, around 35% coming to Dublin. Then you have 15% or so to both the Ireland's Ancient East, which is a bit large, and it goes into different counties that don't geographically easily belong there, and then much the same going into the 6 counties of Northern Ireland. That leaves a very, very small number coming to the hidden heartlands. It's of the visitors to the island pre-pandemic, it was just short of 3%. That is a challenge, and it's an opportunity. We've seen what can happen when Center Parcs came to Longford and created a product which wasn't endemic to the region and became a major visitor attraction in its own right. One of the things we're seeing is a lot more attention into marketing and putting the capital development that isn't really available. It's great to see tourism-specific funds being put in place. Things like trackway over bogs is a very expensive thing to construct. It's not something that would happen without state intervention. This is what tourist boards are supposed to do, and it's something that Fáilte Ireland are rolling up their sleeves in particular and getting stuck into.
Of course, for many people, holidays is about activities. We've expanded a lot in this country over the years in terms of walking, cycling, and the expansion of the infrastructure for all of these things.
The big move internationally has been back outdoors, get the hiking boots on. We're in a very sweet spot in terms of that. It means that we don't have to put big financial investment in. We have access to some beautiful landscapes and ever-changing landscapes, and we have an imagery that's already out there in the movies that are shot in Ireland. This is something that we've seen small businesses leading. It hasn't been something that has been come from the top down. It's not something that somebody in a department has decided this is what we're doing. It was the farmers of Ireland, in some cases, bringing people out to watch the sheepdog rounding up the sheep, something that they've been doing for generations. And also those amazing hiking trails. The mountains, they're never going to be the biggest in Europe, but that means they're more climbable for more people. So if you're to combine outdoors and access, we're in a great spot. There's a lot of work to be done, though, to clear up issues, legal issues, rights of way, and the protection of people in terms of insurance costs, all of that. But it's a huge opportunity. And the way tourism internationally is going, it's very, very green, very sustainable, and something that we can hold our heads high and say, we're a green island in more ways than one.
And of course, our many greenways are a part of that story.
Yeah, we've 6 greenways. We've another one coming with the development of the New Ross Greenway. A little bit of it's open, the rest of it's coming. We have an amazing Norman Trail coming in New Ross in 2024. The greenways have been slower than anyone in tourism would have liked since the original was opened in Mayo. And it has some success stories like Waterford. It has others like Limerick, which are still underutilised. The joy of the Greenway is that you don't have to be a mountain climber. You don't have to be one of these survival guys. Because it's utilizing things like canals and railways, it's not going to have those sharp turns. It's not going to have those steep climbs. It's something that people who are, thinking of getting fit again can take the bicycle and work it out bit by bit. And that is something, again, that makes us quite distinctive.
What about the north of Ireland as a destination?
Yeah, two signature attractions. Titanic got a big refit last year. The last 6 galleries in Titanic were all redone from scratch. So it's quite a different experience for anyone who thinks it's one and done. Giant's Causeway is also a top 10 attraction for the island. Once you go west of the Bann, though, you find a lot of fantastic stuff, which is almost undiscovered, would be the wrong word, but it's very much what locals go to, and the trackways through the Sperrins, the caves, the Marble Arches Caves in Fermanagh, and Derry City, which just continues to reinvent itself.
After the break, we head to the west of Ireland, where some of those involved in the tourism industry are offering eco holidays as part of their tourism experience. We'll see you in a few minutes.